Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today here at MadWorldTarot. It's Monday, it's full moon, it's 4th of July tomorrow, and all happening. It was all happening in Montecito last Friday. The happy couple were perhaps walking out of some office complex, she in her shorts and her crisp white shirt, a very crumpled white shirt actually, and she was of course beaming. That grin that she manages to put on whenever our lens is around, and he was looking quite surly, quite grumpy. Daily Mail nevertheless tried to convince us all that the Parkles were perhaps holding hands and sharing a joke as they walked out of this office complex. I didn't see holding hands, I didn't see sharing a joke. I saw grumpy has-been, miserable has-been, downtrodden has-been, who looked like he'd had a hell of a haircut. I just have to say, that ginger fuzz all seemed to have gone. He was wearing some quite sharp sunglasses. She, of course, instantly was merching her stuff. I am of the opinion she was merching it. It was there on Myra's Twitter page, the exact items that she was wearing. So she was a busy little bee earning her money for their holiday, perhaps. He, as I say, looked a bit grim. Daily Mail telling us how sweet it all was and how loved up they all are. I've just had a look at the rumour, the $80 million rumour to walk away rumour. Now here we are being told that they are so happy, sharing a joke, holding hands. They were papped, very interestingly, by Carl Larson of Backgrid, or for Backgrid. Carl Larson being the fellow who set up that unfortunate photo shoot with Thomas Markle, the wedding fitting thing which started that whole can of worms. Then they had a YouTube channel which was also rather an unfortunate collaboration which ended, I think, in a fallout at some stage. That was ages ago. He seems, I would say, my opinion, a little bit shady. That's just my opinion, this Carl Larson character. I want to know what he's up to, because he was very quick on his Instagram account to write the following. So nice to see my friends Harry and Meghan on Friday before they get away for the long weekend. 4th of July weekend. Please do not believe the media. They are very much in love and are happy together. Nothing but smiles and laughter here. So we're going to find out if it's all smiles and laughter, or if behind the smiles there are tears, the tears of a clown. So I'm using the After Tarot for this Celtic Cross. It's my breakup and makeup tarot deck. Going to do a Celtic Cross, going to have a look at this pap walk, going to find out what's going on, their situation, their challenges, what he was up to, what's the deal with him and the Parkles, or Meghan at least, what's the relationship, Carl Larson. What's the goal of this? Obviously, divorce rumours are swirling as the Five of Pentacles shoots out. Divorce rumours swirling. Harry off to Africa. Will he come back? Polls on Twitter about likelihood of divorce. Meghan going her own way with her merching and her new deals that she's doing. So it's all divorce, divorce, divorce. Everyone talking about it. So obviously this is an attempt to prove that we are all wrong. And it's nothing but love, smiles and laughter here. Past energy, what's coming up next with has-beens, how they each feel, how they were feeling. One more shuffle as they were doing this thing. How was Harry feeling? How was Meghan feeling? Was it all smiles and laughter, or actually not? And then the outcome obviously is, are we in divorce territory, separation territory, or are we going to limp along some more? And are we really all just deluding ourselves and they're the happiest couple that ever were? Celtic Cross, as I lay the cards out, let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion, it's all speculation. I read on archetypal energy here and involving the royals. Disclaimer in the box below, I think that's good enough. Let us see what these cards are want. Ooh, this card flipped out as I was shuffling. Sure you saw it, and back it is. This is the, I'm going to put them both here. We've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. That's a leaving, exiting, going, I'm off, I'm out of here energy. But it's in reverse. It could be, I want to come back in. It's terrible, it's cold and it's miserable, and please let me back into that place, that warm, lovely place with the stained glass windows. And we've got the 7 of Swords as well. This one also wanted to be shown to you. That is a leaving energy, someone walking away. It's interesting in the after tarot that there's someone who's walking away, who's doing the ghosting, who's doing the sneaking away, who thinks that they've got away with something, is actually about to walk into a trap. So interesting, we've got one energy of leaving but about to walk into a trap, and one energy of wanting to come in from the cold. I'm guessing we've got 2 people there who are papped, and we might have the 2 energies, his and hers. That's how I'm seeing this for now, but let's see how the reading stacks up and what it tells us about these cards and what these cards tell us about the reading. That's what underlying cards do. So the situation on Friday, the situation in Montecito is a waiting energy. It's plans and schemes and expectations of money and abundance and growth and hope. And I would imagine that it's hoping that some of those deals that they are trying to squeeze out of, not Spotify, but other people, new deal out of Netflix, there's hope, optimism for them that if they get an Emmy, they'll get another bite at that huge big Netflix apple. Needing these deals, they need deals to succeed, and they're only going to get deals as a couple together if they prove to everybody that, oh, so happy, look at us, we're just going out and about like a normal couple, and see how normal everything is, and Harry's not hiding out in a hotel somewhere in LA, and I'm not living in Oprah's cottage or that other place, that fancy place, San Isidro Ranch. So there it is, waiting for better days. So can't walk away just yet. What's the problem? What's difficult for them at the moment? Difficult for them, quite a few things with that 9 of Cups. Difficult maintaining that lavish lifestyle, ibble-dibble on the money. Having a look at their finances again, worth a watch. How can we afford our lavish lifestyle? It's the card of being a lush but greedy, self-indulgent, the 9 of Cups. But also dreams need to come true. Dreams haven't come true. Boohoo. I would say, but they went off to America to find their fortunes and for their dreams to come true. Dreams haven't come true yet, but still hopeful with that 3 of Wands there, the heart of this reading. They haven't given up hope yet that something can be squeezed out of this situation still. So that's interesting. This Carl Larson fellow, what's he up to? What's his relationship with the Parkles or with Meghan? What's his agenda? What's going on there? Ooh, we've got the 8 of Cups. That's not happy. That's not a happy card at all. That's someone leaving. And that's someone leaving the woman behind. And the after tarot, man walking away and leaving the woman behind. I'm getting the feeling here, just my theory, that the man walking away and the woman had to call the paps and to get this photo of them together to prove that the man is not walking away. And Carl Larson's very useful for that. He put the narrative out there straight away. We're very happy. Everything's great. Parkles aren't separating. Don't believe the media. He should know. He's a paparazzi. But that's interesting. That's an interesting story of who might be leaving and who might be feeling that they might be left behind with egg on their face or without their dreams having come true and all that kind of stuff. This is my sense of him wanting to come back in from the cold, and she's let him out into the cold, into the blizzard of California. Mixed metaphor there, no blizzard there where they are, but away from everything that's comfortable and familiar, and he might have to disappear. And someone walking into a trap here, or setting up a trap or something like that. Interesting energy in these cards. But anyway, there she is. Poor old 8 of Cups. someone going, someone leaving her, looking at the cups and scratching around in them for the things that she imagined, she hoped were going to come her way with that Nine of Cups. So what's the focus? What's the goal here with this photo opportunity? Is the Page of Swords in reverse. That is a spying card. That is, I would say, clapping back more than spying. It's messaging. The pages are messages. Swords, so it's strategic, it's upright. The swords are truth. In reverse, they're not quite so truthful. So it could be an agenda, sending out a message that you would have to not quite believe. It's strategic messaging. And it's going out into the places where you can hunt around, like social media and things like that. Sending that message out there that, oh really, we're so together, look, holding hands, but you never saw their hands, and smiling and laughing and so in love, but only one looked that way. So interesting that it's messaging. It's definitely messaging. It's definitely clapping back at all the negativity that has been going out. So let's look at the past, the negativity or the whatever, what's been going on. Here it is, the Eight of Wands. This is messages, this is chat, this is speculation, but fast moving. And it's been a flood recently. Everyone's talking about it. If you go to the usual places, everyone is talking about it. And even some of the unusual places, people are now openly speculating that the marriage is over. And how can they possibly survive all the slings and arrows that have headed their way? And there are the slings and arrows with that Eight of Wands. So it's really finger in the dike kind of energy here, because this is the flood that has now unleashed the flood of news stories and trying to push back here with this little Page of Swords in reverse. How successful is this going to be? What are we going to hear next? What's coming towards this happy couple? And we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. It's someone just quitting. It's a card of victory and defeat. Victory for this person in the front here when it's upright, but a hollow victory because everybody else has suffered. You have won at everyone else's expense. And in reverse, somebody just deciding it's not worth the conflict, it's not worth the trouble. Somebody walking away. He is the somebody who just can't be bothered anymore. It's just, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting with my family. I'm tired of fighting. We're starting to get stories about Harry 100% believes he can reconcile with the royals and go back and all of this nonsense. Good luck with that. We'll look at it again. But somebody who is just, well, okay, I admit defeat. It was a mistake. It was a disaster. Away I go. His feelings, his and hers, his feelings there when he was caught by Carl Larson's lens. Was he all happy and jolly and joking and smiling? High Priestess. Secrets going on there with that boy. He's planning stuff. I would even say he might be going to psychics. He might be seeking that kind of guidance. And I shouldn't laugh, I'm a tarot reader. Not only a tarot reader, but do other kinds of things like this too. But yeah, I think that he's looking for guidance. I think he's talking to Mommy Diana with this High Priestess, because that would be her. And he's looking for answers, a way out of this situation. He's certainly not talking to Megan about it. It's secrets, it's silence, it's mysteries involving women. As I say, psychics and stuff like that. They are the gatekeepers, and he's talking to the gatekeepers, and he wants to know what is the right thing to do. Interesting. Very interesting card, because it's powerful, this. It means that at some level she is losing her power over him. That very dubious power that we've looked at a lot in terms of her claiming that she talks to Mommy Diana, and the alleged supply of drugs from Doria that people speculate might be what's going on. And cutting him off from his medication that he was on. There's a lot of speculation about things like that, NLP, all the rest of it. Done lots of readings over the past few years on those topics here on this channel, and I know that other readers have as well, and not only tarot readers, but all kinds of people have commented on things like that. So I'm just telling you for what it's worth that this is a very powerful card, and if that stuff has been going on as people speculate it might have, then this is somebody who might just be reclaiming his power to some extent. How was she? She was beaming away in her very expensive clothes. How was she really feeling? She's doing her best to recreate the past for him. Kind of Diana kind of outfit, the shorts and the white shirt and the sunglasses that Diana wore tucked into her blouse. We didn't see that, but you know, it's that whole image. Trying to recreate the past with the Six of Cups, trying to remind him of happier times, of when they were sweet and young and innocent and everybody loved them and everything was fabulous. But you can never go back. That's a problem with the Six of Cups. As however lovely the past was, and however much you might even still love the person, I'm not saying for 1 second that she loves Harry. In my opinion, she does not. That's just my opinion, of course. You can't go back. You can't ever step in the same river. So there it is, quite different energy. This is quite desperate. This trying to remind, and we're in the after tarot, so they've finished playing the two little kitties that are normally in this card, and someone's calling them inside now. Playtime's over, you need to come inside, you need to wash, you need to eat your dinner, you need to do your homework, you need to do whatever you've got to do. And okay, hopes and fears for these two. It's so hard to read them as together energy now, because in my sense of them energetically they are completely separate now, but anyway, we've got the separate card, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Quite an odd looking lady here, a very strong jaw, shall we say. Nine of Pentacles, happy single card, happy single lady card when it's upright, very unhappy single lady when it's in reverse. She's very afraid of being alone, of being abandoned, of not having enough money. I've had this energy before with them recently, that they both dread being on their own at some level. They dread the humiliation, they dread the pointing fingers and the we told you so's and all of that stuff. But I think this is Megan's energy in particular. I think Harry's ready to go wherever he goes. If it's Africa, she is going to be very struggle on her own unless she's got next husband lined up. Doesn't look like she has. Looks like she's been trying. Doesn't look like she's succeeded from the readings that I have done. But that Nine of Pentacles tells its own tale of somebody who is not ready to be on her own. She dreads it. Hopes and fears. She dreads it. Outcome. Where are we going? What's going to happen? Just open-ended. Universe, tell us what you want to tell us. That's an ending card, the Four of Swords. Very much an ending. The man admits defeat. The man here in the Five of Swords reverse is now, I give up. I'm done. I'm dead. I'm hiding. I'm retreating. I'm going away. Could be to Africa. What's that haircut about? Nice and hot in some of the places he might be going to, and that weird ginger fuzz wouldn't do very well there. Fresh, you know, always when someone has a radical change of their hairstyle, it's a clue that something is changing in their life and their relationship status and things like that. It's always interesting to me. Been there, done it myself. So the Four of Swords is the man is out of there. I'm done. These three swords have pierced my heart. My own sword has been put away. I feel like Mr. Valiant for truth now. And he might be, you know, his pitcher is broken at the well and he's heading across the river. And she is like, oh dear, Can I revive you? Can I revive you? Look how similar the energy is there. And the answer would be no. So it tells me that he's out of there. Again, I keep saying this, we might not hear about it. Because the Four of Swords is a secret card, and he's got secrets. This man has got secrets here. He's got his good buddy. I don't know why I suddenly thought of that. Adam. Is his name Adam in Africa? That he does like to visit. So maybe he's off to visit Adam. And she's worried. She's a worried woman. And she's going to try very hard to revive this relationship. But it's dead. It's dead with that Four of Swords. It's not going to happen. Interesting. Very interesting. Getting a very strong Harry's on his way out energy in this one. Very strong. For what it's worth, this energy changes. And so that's where we are now. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you again tomorrow.